Good morning, ladies. I am so excited for this video. It's a little bit different. If you saw my post yesterday on Instagram and Facebook, I posted yesterday, I showed a picture of myself with 3 products. Get it here. So we've got our bronzer, our blusher, and a lip or eyeliner. And I asked which of these 3 products you thought I used on my face 3 different times, 3 different ways. So I asked, and I got a couple of comments, not a whole heck of a lot, but I just wanted to show you kind of a different way. So yesterday, I actually wore our blush in 3 different areas of my face. So I'm excited to show you just how I did that. You can actually use our bronzer the same exact way that I'm gonna be using our blusher. If you just want kind of a different look. Actually, I would only use it in 2 of the areas, not all 3. So I'm gonna show you kind of how I applied it today. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video, but just bear with me. So where I use the blusher, so this is our blusher, our baked blusher in Sweet. It's such a beautiful color, and these blushes are super pigmented, so you don't need a whole lot of product. I actually used it on my eyes for my eyeshadow. I also used it as my blush. And then what's the other way? I actually used it under my eyes. That's actually a really good way if you want kind of like a color correcting effect. When you pair a blush with our Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer, it works wonders. If you've got darker circles under your eyes, it's going to completely block out those dark circles because of the fact that you've got like pink, red pigments, and then you're covering those dark circles with the Skin Perfecting concealer. So let me show you just how it is done. So I already have obviously I've got my Glorious face primer and then my eye primer on as well. So I am going to show you, where shall I start? Let me start with under my eyes because that's kind of different. A lot of people don't realize that you can do this. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually we have a blusher brush. I wouldn't use that. I'll use that for my cheekbones, but for under my eyes, I'm actually just gonna use kind of like, it's a pretty stout little like shadow brush. So I'm just gonna use that. Not a whole heck of a lot of product, but so you're just gonna use it right under your eyes. So if you're gonna actually kind of accentuate those darker circles. Get right up to the lash line if you can. Now it looks like I've been beat. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my other eye. You guys are gonna be blown away. This trick is crazy. Some people even use, like if you think the blush is like a crazy idea, some people actually even use like red lipstick even, which is crazy. Okay, so I've got it nice and colored in. I look like I've been beat to high heavens. You should have seen the other guy. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Skin Perfecting Concealer. This is in Scarlet. So I would go, if you're trying to lighten and brighten your eyes, I would go a shade lighter than your actual skin tone. So I'm just gonna take just a little bit on my fingertip. Just about that much is gonna be enough. And I'm not just gonna swipe under my eyes. I'm actually going to go in more of a triangular shape under my eyes. It's gonna really lighten and brighten. So get right up in the corner there. So I'm gonna pat it in first just with my finger, and then I'm gonna use my blending button. I'm just gonna blend Okay, so I've got kind of a triangular shape here. Now I'm gonna work on my other eye. This finger had a little more product. Okay. Also, if you just tend to get really red throughout the day, which I tend to, this is also a really good thing to use. Little technique to use. Okay, so I've kind of created a triangular shape here. So now I'm gonna use my blending bud. So we sell our blending buds as a set of 2. It comes with a larger blending bud and a smaller one. I'm gonna use the little mini one. It is damp, just so it doesn't absorb all the product. And now I'm just gonna blend. And you go in more of a triangular shape just to kind of open up your eyes. Some people, and actually for the longest time, I have just kind of swiped underneath my eyes. That's actually not the best technique. Obviously do what works best for you, but if you're trying to open up your eyes and elongate your face, you're actually gonna wanna use more of a triangular shape when using your concealer. So there's your little tip of the day. So this is blended out really well. And see, all of that, all of my blush is all gone underneath my eyes. And it's actually lightened up quite a bit. So if you have really harsh dark circles, use blush under. It's gonna be amazing when you use your concealer over top. It's just gonna completely color correct any darkness that you have, and you're gonna be amazed with the results. So now my eyes are all nice and bright and opened up, perfect. So obviously underneath this, I already used my BB Flawless. With my allergies and stuff right now, I've got kind of some dry patches going on, so I wouldn't use our Touch liquid. But if you've got oily skin, stock up because all shades are available to order. So that's super exciting. Okay, now moving on. So now what I'm gonna do over top of my face, if I can find it, I'm gonna use my pressed powder, but I'm thinking it's actually in my purse from when I did hot yoga. So I'm gonna move on without that for right now. Okay, so now I'm moving on to my eyeballs. So now what I'm gonna show you is using our blush in the same shade as Sweet. This is also a really great thing for you to remember when you're traveling or anything and you don't wanna bring a whole lot of products. Make the most out of your makeup. You can bring this and use it in all kinds of ways, so it's really great. And I've shown you how I've used our bronzer for a bronzer as well as eyeshadow, so it's make the most out of it, you guys. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take our deluxe brush here. You can see it's just an eyeshadow brush. These are really, really nice. The bristles on these are so super soft. Okay, anyways, moving on. So I'm gonna take my Sweet. I'm gonna blow out any excess and I'm gonna apply. See how pigmented it goes on, you guys? It's so nice. And actually I came a lot further in than I did yesterday. I would actually just go 3/4 or halfway into your lid. I don't know if you can hear the dogs down the hall playing. So you can see I've got that, but I'm also gonna blend it, so stay tuned. Okay. So now I've got my other eye here, and this is how I actually did it yesterday. I worked more halfway into the lid on the outer half here. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. I love it. Oh my gosh. I think the dogs are gonna come in here. Okay, now moving on. Let me show you how I blend it, shall shall we? So I took our Addiction Palette 3, my favorite. Should I call it my favorite? I really love them all. But these are the gem tones. So, and I actually took Smitten right here, right in the middle. And then that's what I blend with. It's beautiful. I love it, you guys. Okay. Got my Smitten here. I gotta use a mirror. I can't use the camera. Okay. So now I'm really packing it on the inner corner, especially on this eye I went too far with. Take a little bit more product just because I can. Okay. Work on the other eye here. Here they come. Hi, babies. You say hi? They're crazy. They're going crazy this morning. Even took them on a walk and they're still going crazy. Okay. Hi, buddy. Okay. So you can see I've got this beautiful pink look, but I'm going to go back in because I had a lot to work on with this eye here. So I'm just gonna kind of reblend the blush part just to make sure it all blends nicely. Oh my gosh, do you see what is happening here? They never get tired, I'm telling you. Okay. Really sorry. Okay. So you have your blush on your eyeballs. Now you've got your blush under here. You just can't see it. Now we are gonna use blush on our cheeks, of course. Use our blusher brush for that. Tap out any excess or blow it off. And then you're just gonna, on the apples of your cheeks. So if you don't know what the apples are, smile. It's this beautiful little apples. They look like apples. Okay, so. And just lightly, so you can see it's kind of pigmented. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our powder puff brush. This is just what I do, just because I look like I got a lot of pink going on here. So I've got a little bit of pink here, but I'm going to take our bronzer only on the shimmer side, because there's a shimmer side and a matte side. I'm just gonna take the shimmer side, just very lightly brush with our powder puff brush, blow off the excess, and then just kind of blend. Hi, Zoe. Ah, gotta love it. Okay. So there you have it. You've got your blush in 3 different areas. There you have it. So I hope I taught you a little something new today, that you can use your blush and your bronzer actually in ways that you didn't know you could. But especially for people who are trying to cover up some dark circles, blush is your friend. Use it under your eyes and use our amazing skin perfecting concealer. If you haven't seen the video, it covers tattoos as well. Maybe I'll redo that just because it's kind of far down. So, but this is amazing, amazing stuff, you guys. You just have to make sure you're using a primer. This is really great stuff if you're trying to cover up some blemishes or tattoos even, or dark circles. It is your friend. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta go put the rest of my face on. I need some mascara, I need some eyeliner, and this video is certainly long enough. So bye guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.